Hello, everyone. My name is Sanjeev Advani. I'm here to bring you real estate property management and construction content that is easy to digest and will help you learn the markets and invest better over the long term. Today, we're going to be talking about Warren Buffett and what his new investment strategy is in the world of real estate. So historically, Warren Buffett just strictly buys businesses, right? And so businesses don't necessarily relate as far as real estate is concerned, right? And so you don't see him going out and buying directly a 400 unit complex, right? You see him going into companies that are in the real estate business or in the construction business or in whatever business he's interested in at the time and purchasing pieces of those companies essentially, right? And so the investment thesis there is that essentially over time, there are macro factors that will help companies grow in specific ways. And because of that, he wants to be a part of it, but he wants to go into a much more stable and much more verified company, right? Versus some of the smaller investors, i.e., pretty much everyone else, who doesn't have the capital that he needs to protect, right? And because he needs to protect, he wants to go into very safe, stable things that will grow the money over time, right? And so what's happening right now is that he actually just released that he is going to be, or his companies are going to be investing in new construction through home builders, right? And so specifically, he looks at the United States and he's saying, okay, at least this is my opinion, saying, okay, you have the lack of supply, right? We have a lack of supply. We just don't have the houses, right, to be able to sell. If we have the houses to be able to sell, we have the demand. And that demand has been there and has been pent up for the past few years as well. And then you start to see interest rates rising. And so that's really locking up a lot of that inventory because a lot of people are saying, well, I don't want to give up my 2.9, 3.2% mortgage to go into mortgage. And if I was even to do that, where would I be able to purchase now? Right. And so that's been a huge problem as far as how do we fix this market to be able to get people to be able to afford homes again, right? Because right now we're at some of the lowest housing affordability that we've had in decades. So what Warren Buffett over here is doing with Berkshire Hathaway, obviously, is investing in D.R. Horton. They're investing in Lennar and NVR. And so there's a total investment across those three companies of $814 million. And essentially what's going to be happening here is that $814 million, in my opinion, is going to be used to essentially say, we are into building homes, right? And so why would building homes be important right now? So in my opinion, building homes is important right now because if we have a lack of supply, then we can always create new supply by building homes, right? Now, the problem with building homes in the past was that we had all of these labor and materials that were going up in price and causing properties to also go up in price, which was kind of keeping everything being less affordable, right? So essentially what they're saying here is that there's something in the market that they're seeing that is, okay, well, maybe we'll see materials prices start coming back down, which we already kind of had, and start seeing labor prices start coming back down, which is kind of, in my opinion, stabilized. Then you say that, okay, well, instead of people being able to go out and buy a new home because someone else is going to sell a home, then we still need that inventory to come in to be able to say, okay, well, even these people aren't selling, more people want to buy homes. So we do need to build those homes, right? And so we want to be able to say, okay, well, if building these homes, then people will be able to come into these homes, which will help alleviate a little bit of that supply problem, alleviate a little bit of that demand problem. But what's really going to happen is these home builders are going to start to see kind of what I think a little bit more of a push towards new construction, because the fact that if they go into kind of the resale, then they're not going to have the supply that they're looking for to be able to move in, right? So on top of that, even if we did have a supply come in from the resale market, the new construction market still would have to compete and also fill those problems or spaces that we have in our real estate market. And because of that, we're now looking at, benefit both sides, so to speak, right? So in my opinion, what's happening here is they're saying, okay, well, you're going to see a benefit whether there's more supply or not to the new construction, because there is still a demand and there are still homes that need to be built for people. Then you're also seeing that if there is supply that comes in from the resale market, there's still going to be demand for that new construction because there are not going to be enough homes for everybody that's wanting homes or needing homes to be able to move forward with their purchase. And so because of that, you're seeing that, okay, well, really not too much bad that can happen here. And so that's essentially what he's looking at kind of in as far as an investment thesis. Now, from there, you also look at NAR, which NAR just had their huge decision, which is going to shake up everything anyways. But you're looking at NAR saying essentially that, home sales should rise about 14% this year, would be up from about last year. And so it does look like there's confidence building on the builder's side. It looks like there's confidence building on the buyer's side as far as stabilizing rates are concerned. And then on the supply side, on the seller side, you're really not seeing a lot of movement there. And so I think that being able to put new homes on the market really without having a lot of movement from that supply side is going to help these builders moving forward, helping with profitability, growing these companies, and really looking at, okay, how do we, move this next phase of real estate ownership and, kind of called the American dream. So thank you for watching today. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that like, subscribe. Comment if you like what we're doing. Give us a comment if you don't like what we're doing. We want to bring value to you over the long term. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.